Alright, so I've been getting a ton of questions from people either applying to CIA or just wanting to know about it, and there's one person that I replied to a bunch of like paragraphs, so I'm basically just gonna like read off those and like read the questions I was asked, because instead of answering everyone's individual DMs, because it gets tiring, and I love answering your questions, it's just like typing so much, I figured I'd just make a video and answer all of them in it. How are the dorms? The dorms, I live in Hudson, which is the dry dorm, which is people under 21 basically. No alcohol is allowed in this dorm is what that means. So if you are over 21, you will not be placed in Hudson because they try to keep them placed in the other halls where you're allowed to have alcohol. If you're of age, of course. But yeah, so Hudson is where basically everyone fresh out of high school kind of goes, kind of thing. It's community bathrooms here in Hudson, so like unless you're in a triple in Hudson, then you get your own. But so it's annoying because in the middle of the night, like if you gotta pee, you gotta like wake up and like put clothes on and walk down the hall and all that kind of stuff, which gets annoying, but it's whatever. I'm sorry, I'm having like a hair issue right now. I wanna like lay in my bed. Can we do that? Can we make that happen? It's not gonna be as good lighting, I'm sorry. Community bathroom, so you gotta like walk in the hall with your towel, or you can change, but I don't do that. I just walk in my towel because I don't have time for that. But it's not that bad. It kind of gets annoying because sometimes if you don't take good care of the bathroom, like if you really just disrespect it, they'll close it down for a few days. And that's so annoying for people with AM classes because I'm waking up at 4:45 in the morning. I need to go brush my teeth, and I'm trying to take as little time as possible because the fact that I have to wake up so early, I'm just trying to I get ready in like 10 minutes and I'm off. Because I don't want to wake up any earlier than I need to, so I'm getting my stuff done. So if you like make the bathrooms get closed down and I have to walk to a different floor to go to the bathroom, that's so annoying. But other than that, it's not that bad. The laundry rooms, they're fine. Do not leave. You literally set a timer for the exact time the machine tells you because you don't want to leave your stuff in there. People, especially with your chef whites, with like the towels and the aprons, people will take them. They won't take your chef whites because they have your name on it, but they will take your aprons and side towels because those are a hot commodity here. How are the classes? These are such like broad questions, like which class? So academic classes, you need to wear chef whites or business casual. And you're either gonna be in class in Roth or in McCann. McCann is kind of like an offset building. Roth is the main building. Roth is also where all the kitchen classes are, except for K18, which is outside, like it's part of the security office. It's the only kitchen that's like separated from Roth, which is actually like a benefit, because if there's a fire drill in Roth and everyone has to get out, everyone has to leave there, but K18 can still keep cooking. Kitchen classes, really depending on the chef. Honestly, every kitchen class is different, because every chef is different, and the way the school goes is it's the chef's way or no way. There's no general rule for things. It's literally whatever the chef wants. You will be serving, once you're at Fundies is like you're making food for the chef and you're just getting judged on that. Any other class after that is for production. So you're gonna be serving the rest of the students on their meal plan for Blue Points in Roth. So after fundamentals is fish and meats class. Meats class and then fish class. Meats is really cold in there. But if you think that's cold, wait till you get to fish. Fish, my fingers literally turned purple. You need to buy thermals for fish class, and they cannot have any logos on them. They have to be exact, like pure white, no logos, and you're allowed to wear those. They can be turtleneck, just no logos. And if you wear a turtleneck, you don't have to wear your neckerchief, or at least that's what my chef said. Meats class is really fun, actually. I'm a vegetarian, but meats class, I just think of things as like rubber. Like I don't mind working with meat. I just don't want to consume it. That's my whole thing on being a vegetarian, is just because I don't like the fact of eating something that's a dead animal. I just don't want to. It grosses me out, but I have no problem working with it at all. So like I'll touch it, I don't care. I'll cook it, I just don't want to eat it, that's it. So that's how meats is like. And then fish is actually the second hardest class to pass on this campus. The first class that's the hardest pass is wines, and you do wines before you graduate associates. And then fish is the second hardest to pass, or second easiest to fail. But I passed it. Oh my god, I was so scared. I had Chef Ross for fundies, and at the time we all hated him. But I've never really hated him because he always seemed to like me, so like I'm not gonna hate someone who kind of likes me. But I mean, he had trash parties. It's just where if you put the wrong piece of garbage in the wrong bin, because there's 3 different bins. There's the trash, there's recycle, and there's compost. And if you put something that belongs in the trash bin in the compost bin, he'll take the whole compost bin and dump it out, no matter what's in there, no matter how many sauces are in there, doesn't matter, he'll just dump it. And you have to clean it up in the middle of production. That makes you late, and then when you're late, you get a point off per minute that you're late to lunch because the dishes are like not done, and it's just like that. Yeah, your whole grade's gonna be horrible. Yeah, that we had Ross for that, but I ended up really liking him. I'm glad I had him. Fish, I had the burrito. Oh, best lecturer I've ever had. But he just made it so interesting that it was hard to not pay attention. And I was always paying attention in his class. And I learned so much in that class. Fish, you really need to study. Your final is 40 questions, no multiple choice, no, like, it's all fill in the blank. So you need to know your stuff. If you don't know your stuff, you're not passing that. I got like, now I'm in modern banquets, which is the next class after fish. Right before a la carte. And what they do is, there's 2 parts of banquets. The first part, you are on stage where it's like a sit down dinner and you get served. But now we are in the buffet line, so we just serve in a buffet. Now let's go to this DM from another person. This person was DMing me asking a bunch of things. She mentioned she was a little bit older. I came out fresh out of high school, and honestly, college is at any age. I've seen so many different ages here. Like, I have friends who are like 26, and I didn't even know until like 2 weeks after knowing them. I'm like, wait, what? But yeah, age isn't really like a big thing here. It's actually, in one of my academic classes, there is a guy who has like a few kids. I didn't know this till like literally last week. Homework and like this kind of stuff. So homework, it really depends on the class. You get study questions and key terms, and you have to do them, and some chefs don't check it, some chefs do. I definitely suggest doing them because most of the quizzes or tests you're gonna get are from those, so those are really good to study. The biggest part of the workload here is you really need to study before you go into class. You need to be prepared for class, and like you need to know exactly what you're gonna be doing. You need to have a whole like planned out. You need to know exactly what you're gonna be doing, know these questions, that because chefs are gonna try to trick you. They're gonna be like, oh, like random, like point at you, oh, what's the answer to this question? You have to answer it. You have to be in business casual or chef whites if you're going to a academic class, and then if you're going to a kitchen class, of course you have to be in your chef whites full. You need to have your neckerchief, your jacket, your chef pants, black socks, and your kitchen shoes. And when you're in the kitchen, you need your toque, your 2 side towels, and an apron. Do not wear your side towels, apron, and toque outside of the kitchen. Everything has to be left in the kitchen, so if you're going to go somewhere, you need to take it off, leave it at your station. Nails, definitely like need to be very short. Mine are so gross looking because I think I wash my hands too much, so my finger is like drying out. I don't know, but yeah, they need to be super short. Guys have to have literally no hair. Here's their rule: if you come to class and you already have a beard or mustache, I don't remember the rules for the mustache, but if you already have a beard, you can wear a beard guard. But if you're growing out a beard, that doesn't work. Like, you need to shave it. It needs to be like a girl's skin. It needs to be completely smooth. No stubble. You literally, like, if your hair grows fast and you're a dude, you need to shave right before you go to class. So they're very strict with appearance here because this is the, like, I don't know what number. I think it's the #1 most visited school in the country. I'm not sure, but it's a very high very high touristy thing because of all the restaurants. As of getting into the CIA, it used to be a requirement for 6 months and a restaurant experience used to be required, but it's not anymore, I don't think. So, but I definitely do suggest getting experience because that will give you scholarships probably. I know I got scholarships because I was not even a great student in high school. Honestly, my grades were not that great. So, I got into CIA with scholarships, and the reason is because, one, I went to a technical school for culinary, so that was a really good experience, and then I was also working at a restaurant during high school, so that also gave me a lot of experience, and then they give you scholarships for that. If you guys have any specific questions, like, you know, like, not like very broad terms, like how are the classes, if you have any specific questions, comment them on this video and I will make another Q&A, and I will see you in the next video. If you guys have any video like ideas, if you want like me to do a certain thing, a certain challenge or something, I don't know, let me know. People have been requesting me to do an update on the ab stimulator, and I will. That is next, I promise. But yeah, so see you in the next video, which would be the ab stimulator review or the Q&A or whatever else you guys come up with. So see you in that one.